We have continuing coverage tonight on a deadly home invasion robbery in Desert Hot Springs. An armed intruder is dead after police say he tried to break down the front door of a home and was stopped by a resident with a gun.
It happened last night before 11 o'clock near Hacienda Avenue. That's just a couple blocks from Corsini Elementary School. News Channel 3's Danny Romero spoke with neighbors and police, and she has more.
Oh, he said, make sure you're locked and loaded. and that's exactly what I did.
Patrice Kibler and her husband were shocked to hear sirens go off Wednesday night in their Desert Hot Springs neighborhood, but jumped into action.
So, and it sounded like it had gone down Long Canyon like a chase or something. And about 10 minutes later, we heard massive sirens. There were spotlights going through our backyard, our neighbor's backyard.
Desert Hot Springs police say an armed intruder was killed by gunfire during an attempted home invasion. He was shot by a resident of this home during the crime.
That's why it's really necessary to make sure that you are protected in your home. But I would always prefer to be able to protect myself, because by the time you call 911, how soon can a cop get here? No, at no fault to them.
Detectives walked out with bags of evidence this morning. Kibler says it's unusual for a shooting to happen here.
Sometimes we hear like fireworks. Sometimes it's a little difficult to differentiate whether it's actual shots being fired. But yeah, so like I said, we knew something was going on, but we weren't sure what.
Police say this is the 5th homicide, but it's the first home invasion that's turned deadly this year.
That's scary, right?
Yes, it is. Because you would think you'd be safe at your own home. So, yeah, we take this real serious.
Chief Henson says his crew is working around the clock to find answers, but does advise having a reliable security system could lessen your chances of a burglary.
Having camera systems, making sure your doors are locked, deadbolts, that kind of stuff, that all helps. Unfortunately, in this case, they actually went through. I mean, they broke down the front door.
In Desert Hot Springs, Danny Romero, News Channel 3.
The deceased suspect has not yet been identified.